You're such an asshole.
AssholeConsulting.com. We have a request from a veteran. Remember, veterans do get a significant discount, about $10 off, which is like 33, sometimes 40%. Depends on the request. I listened to as podcast today. I'm reading how it's written about you wanting to go back and be a liberal Minnesota congressman. You had an idea that a military career might help launch this. I'm 32, been in the Air Guard for 15 years, 2 Purple Hearts from Iraq, plus a pile of other medals. Good. VA says I have post-traumatic stress. I know you're feeling mental stuff, so I deal with it. Due to whatever issues, I have a drug problems, money problem, lost everyone and everything while dropping out of college. Over the last 5 years, I've decreased debt from $90,000 to $8,000. Good. Regained friendships I lost. Have began to date a girl I lost because I forced her out. Going back to school to finish my 5 classes for my IS degree. I'm not going to mention your job because we don't want to narrow you down too much. You're in a real field, more of a trades field. Why don't you go work? Why don't you do that more? Why do you? I guess nothing wrong with getting your IT degree, but the field you're in now sounds good. Hate being on call, like the money. Yep. You're good looking. Always wanted to be a political guy. Your idea speaks to me. Lying, be a liberal twat. I don't know if you could do that. See, you'd have to do the conservative Democrat thing in Minnesota. And then, oh my God, would the girls just jizz their shorts. So would the guys. They'd be, oh my God, and he's in the military. Yeah, you couldn't pull off. Here's the problem. Your background is too manly for you to pull off the caring conservative Democrat. You can't. I'm sorry. You can pull off the conservative Democrat. You cannot pull off the rank leftist Democrat. But you just care so much about your children. People are going to be like, dude, you're way more practical. It doesn't add up. Would my past help or hurt, and could this be possible? Could figure this out myself. You will be more entertaining though. So basically, back from Iraq 10 years ago, you're not a little messed up. You're way messed up, dude. You're way messed up. Party, drugs, chicks, went down bad roads. Till lost everything, fixed it. Okay, yeah, it's the comeback story. Here's the deal. You cannot run as a Republican. In part because you're in Minnesota, and they hate that, and your background will affect you. The Democrats, however, love a not an underdog or a comeback story. They do not love that. They love someone who was fucked up. They love somebody who is I don't want to say mental. What's the word I'm looking for? They love flawed people, and not in a good like not in the sense like, hey, everybody's a sinner and now he's got his vice. They want a person to excuse their shitty behavior. So you see, he's a fuck up. And the thing is, you're not a fuck up because you kicked a lot of ass and you have a lot of legitimate reasons to have gone and done the drugs. But then you came back, which would then, oh, look, he came back and now we need this. So you could talk about more. We need more money for mental health. So if you are going to run, I'm not necessarily against you doing it. But you would have to be a conservative Democrat to at least get the nomination. Because if you ran as a Republican, the Democrats would come immediately on your ass. Oh, look, he's all fucked up. But if you ran with them, like, see what he's an example, says you how you could come back with a lot of government money and government programs and help. And they would love to have someone with your military credentials. Now, the rank and file are going to hate. They're all going to hate you personally. The Democrats are going to hate you personally because you're a real man here in this regard. But they will gladly. I mean, you would win a primary, I'm pretty sure, as long as you spewed out the correct talking points. And we should raise taxes in the poor. But I'm a good. So I'm for gun rights. That's another thing. You got the big. Tim Walz is a perfect example of kind of what you'd like to do. And if you ran on the left, your fuck-uppedness would not harm you, might even help you a little bit. The real question, though, is this. You you've done a Herculean thing in two regards: your military career, and then coming back from the brink of alcoholism, drugs, and all that, and financial debt. These are not small challenges you've overcome. For you to go from 90,000 to 8,000, get your degree, get off the drugs and the booze, rekindle and go back to your girl, and to be fighting PTSD this entire time. And you got a job, a real job, and you're going to get it. I think you might be destined for greater things, because the problem that you're facing is if you run for public office, you're going to be dealing with idiots, Democrat or Republican Party. All right? If you go with the Democrats, now you're going to be dealing with idiots. You're going to be dealing with hypocrites, scoundrels, liars, cheats, frauds, the biggest hypocrites ever. Like, oh, we care so much about the children, give us our money. The Republicans, because I wanted to kind of, not as a get in politics, but like to help out and when the Republicans, at least they're trying to do the right thing, but they're idiots. You get to the Democrats, you go to a nonprofit, and these people are scum. They are so greedy and so self-centered and egomaniacs on top of it, and they're dumb. You going through all this in life to be forged into this strong steel, and you're going to piss it away running on politics, Democrat or Republican, I think that's selling yourself short. What I would probably recommend you do is not run for Congress at the national level. What I would recommend you do, run for Congress at the state level. Become a state rep or a state senator. And even before you do that, I'd strongly recommend you spend a little bit of time at both political parties in a true, non-biased sense. Like, okay, I want to see what the Democrats are like. So go to a Democrat meeting or a town hall. Go to a Republican town meeting or a town hall. And then see what type of people you're dealing with. Because right now you're saying, I'm going to give up a good job that you got right now. You may find it boring, but that's a damn good job you got. And then you got a degree that's coming online here pretty soon that is also a damn good degree and is also going to paint a nice career for you. So you have a lot going for you, and damn it, dude, you've earned it through all the hell, both Iraq and your own personal demons you've wrestled with and conquered, I might add. Your future is much brighter than I think it would be than if you were to run a political career. So before you invest the time, effort, and energy into becoming a politician, why don't you spend a little bit of time either at the Republican or you're like a free agent. You could go either way. Spend a little bit of time hanging out with the Republicans. Spend a little bit of time hanging out with the Democrats. And to see, I'm going to say for you, optimistically, to see whether you could work with them. But I'm going to tell you to see just how fucked up and inefficient and evil they are. Evil in the case of the Democrats. And then you're going to... Dude, your mind has already been taxed enough. I don't think you need to deal with stupid idiots on top of it. It sounds like, oh yeah, I want to run for office, until you got to do it. I mean, heck, you don't even have to go to a Republican or Democrat function. All you got to do is go sit on your local city council and listen to one of their meetings. And oh... the stuff you see on TV is national. Those are the guys that made it, the Keith Ellisons and the Hillary Clintons and the Mark Daytons. Oh, by the way, you don't have billions of dollars. It's a world that isn't worth living. You got more important stuff. Dude, you got a girlfriend now, you got a great career, you got a great degree coming online, you got a great record. If anything, maybe run for state rep or something. Or maybe run for something that is part-time. See if you like that. Because that's at least part-time. And then it ends. And you don't have to run again. And then if you like that, or you really think, oh yeah, I could do it. Okay, then go look at becoming a full-time. And I'd recommend governor or something. I don't know why you should dick around with national Congress or governor of Minnesota. Because either go big or go home. Don't do this state rep shit. I've never met a happy state rep, Democrat or Republican, because they're just it's petty, it's stupid, it's going into the little children. And I looked at what percentage of the Minnesota legislature actually had real degrees, and it was like less than 20%. You were dealing with the adult children, both Democrats and Republicans, when you go in that state legislature. So I think you have way more potential living a happy life, career, than going into politics. But if you did want to go into politics, with your background, I'd run your background and the fact of running in Minnesota. Run as a conservative Democrat for gun rights. You're going to be hated by the inferiors in the Democrat Party, which is all of them, because you're a real man, and you're going to want gun rights. And but they're the ones. That's where you'd have the best success, I'd estimate. The Republican Party of Minnesota. Oh my God! Don't even bother with them. They're the dingbat show. They are the least competent group of people I've ever met. And I've had dreams, and I could easily not take them over, but wrestle them with a very Joker-like James Bond villain level plan I have to get them. But then it would require my time, and I'm like looking, I'm like, they don't deserve it. But I could put them out of business like that and really fuck up Minneapolis or Minnesota politics. But that's, again, after going to Republican meetings and looking at it, not to mention looking at Republican people in general, it's like my life is worth way more than the time I'd have to sacrifice trying to make a difference and changing fuck it, not worth it. And your life, based on what you've gone through and what you've worked for, your life is not worth throwing away. Literally pearls before swine. In this case, Republican or Democrat. I would go live your life and enjoy it, and I would not waste your time in politics. So, all right, that's it. You guys got questions? Captain's got answers. AssheleConsulting.com. See ya. Toodles.